What is going on, buddies, and welcome to another video. In today's video we are going to be doing some ice fishing. We got the lake behind me. It's supposed to be like 3.5 to 4 inches of ice. I'm a pretty lightweight guy, so I should be okay for me. It's early in the morning. It's about 8 o'clock, and it's New Year's. It's early January, and the ice is pretty thick, and it's a great way to start 2026. I know it's been a while since I've last posted a video. I've just been celebrating Christmas and the rest of the holidays throughout December, so that's why I haven't really been posting a whole lot recently. But I am back with a great start to hopefully making this a great year. So anyway, I'm gonna get my stuff all ready and we will see you on the ice. Alright guys, as I'm pulling up, there are two bald eagles right there. See them? Oh, that's cool. I was bringing my stuff. I'm packing real light because it's still early in the season. And also it's supposed to be a beautiful, not so windy day, really calm. So another reason I don't need a shanty or anything like that. Some days I bring a shanty, some days I don't. Today's going to be a shanty-free day. But man, those bald eagles are just beautiful. Maybe sooner or later we might watch them fly. Now actually on this lake, I know that there are at least a few bald eagles living on this lake. So I had a feeling I was going to see them. I didn't know if I was going to get a video of them. There's one of them taking off. And the other one still standing there. Man, aren't they such beautiful birds. But I am going to fish around this area. Maybe they're trying to find fish like I am. Whew. There we go. That's about like 3 or 4 inches of ice right there. Should be plenty good. All right. Almost caught up. All right, that should be good. Right around there. Gonna get some wax worms all on the jig, and hopefully we should be catching some fish soon. All right. Today for bait, I'm gonna be using wax worms. You know, nice and settled. Yeah, this is some thin ice. I usually ice fish when it's like 5 or 6 inches, but I'm probably not going to be out here for too long, so maybe we should be alright. There we go, we got our wax worm. Put that right through. I just thread them along the hook. Nice, strong and sturdy the better. Nice and waxy, fitting for its name. I think I'm going to need the scooper thingamajig, because already we're starting to have ice grow on it. You guys keep an eye out for that while I find the ice thingy. Found it. Thanks for watching that for me. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Maybe I should just keep this handy. It's still pretty cold out this morning. Lucky for me, I brought coffee. Sanchavan, cheers to you. Yeah, it's good to be back out on the ice. I'm just glad I dressed real warm today. Maybe sooner or later we might start getting a fish. I don't know if it's down all the way or not. I don't think it was. The thing with ice fishing, you gotta make sure it's very close to the bottom, because these fish, sometimes they like to stay close to the bottom, especially the warm water species I'm after. Stuff such as bluegill and whatnot. And that's all I'm expecting to catch today. Especially on this lake, usually when I'm ice fishing, that's all I catch are bluegill and perch. Which I'm plenty grateful for. They taste amazing. Alright guys, a little update on what's going on. I just switched spots. Right over here I'm actually getting some nibbles, and over there on that side of the lake there's a channel and looks like it's open water and it looks thin. This is the furthest I'm ever going. But the reason I'm probably going to settle right here is because the thickness of the ice doesn't look any different than our first spot. And also right here, I forgot to tell you the main reason why. I just realized I was getting some nibbles. So usually in this area on this lake is where I have the best luck ice fishing. That's why I came here. So it's a matter of just thawing the tip of this rod. A lot of you who ice fish know that annoying detail, or that annoying feature. You know, like whenever you're ice fishing, for those of you who have ice fished in the past, the tip of your rod turns into ice, and you have to thaw it with your fingers, or at least what's left of them. No, I'm just kidding, my fingers are fine. I don't know if I have to switch bait because it might have froze on me. Waxer might have froze, but we'll see. Every now and then I'll just jiggle it up an inch or two and then let it drop back down. Let it stay still. Do that for a couple minutes, and then maybe in like 5 or 10 minutes we should start getting a bite, or less, hopefully less. Oh, I got a bite. Go ahead, nibble. Let's see if it'll come back. Come on, fishy, fishy. Come on, fishy, fishy, fishy. Or as the kids like to say, you fishy, 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 fishy. Sometimes that works. Maybe these kids have taught me something. Ooh, I thought that was him. No. I don't know if I spooked him by jerking it that hard. Hopefully not. Or chances are good I don't have any waxworms on anymore. Sometimes that happens. But we got plenty of waxworms, waxy worms. You know what, I'm actually gonna pause for a moment and then catch you later whenever I do catch this fish. There we go, guys. There's our first fish of the day, and he looks like a nice bluegill. Try to get the hook out, like always. He's a nice one. I actually might keep this one. Yes. Alright. There's our first fish of the day. And he looks like a good one. You know what, since he is the first fish and I am getting a lot of bites, we are probably going to turn this one loose. Let's, there we go. Let's watch him take off like a champ. If I can get it all situated. There we go, takes off like a champ. Alright, let's keep catching more. That was only the first fish of the day. Usually whenever I'm fishing and planning on keeping fish, I always turn the first fish I catch loose and then maybe catch the next ones if they're about the same size. So let's keep fishing. And as usual, it should be a matter of time before we start getting another bite, because you know, if there's one bluegill, there's more of them down there. And I have been getting nibbles. It's just been hard to set the hook for some reason today. There's a lot of action underneath me, and I can tell. Just like I said a couple of seconds ago, for some reason today is just a little hard to set the hook. Maybe it's the way I had the waxworm positioned or threaded on. Usually that tends to throw people off. But best we can do is just keep fishing and just keep having at it. Any waxworm still on? Find out. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna put a fresh one on there. And angle my camera because that does not look good. That's better. Let's drop it back down there. Now we should start getting much better action. Usually the fresher the waxworm, the better. Unfortunately, the camera decided to stop working, but we got the biggest bluegill of the day. Shoo, that thing is a beauty. We're going to keep him. This is going to be our first fish to cook. Come on. Chill, dude, chill. I know you're excited to be cooked, and I'm excited to eat you. But there we go. That is just a beautiful, beautiful fishy. See if I can lip him and show you guys better. There we go. That is what I'm talking about. Nice, beautiful bluegill. We'll throw him right here. Just let him do his thing. And let's catch some more fish. We're off to a good start. Although when I do say we're off to a good start, we're off to a good start when it comes to keeping fish. There's got to be more tasty morsels down there we got to eat. Alright, in no time we should start getting another bite. Yep. Another fish. Fish on. Now you get to see me catch one. And again, looks like another keeper. Check that out. Haha, sweet. There's our third bluegill of the day and our second fish to eat. We're off to a good start right there. And looks like sooner or later I might have to switch waxworms, which is good because we got plenty of those. Alright, got waxworm all rigged up, drop her in the bottom and catch more lunch. Alright guys, the camera died there for a moment, but this is literally all we caught. Those two bluegills and that first one we turned back in, that's all we caught today. Kind of a slow day, but it wasn't that bad. Knowing that it's still early in the ice fishing season, knowing it was only my first day, I'm pretty happy with this. It's going to be quite a nice lunch. But I'm pretty happy with this catch. It's way better than nothing. It's way better than one. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to quit talking and we're going to get to flaying. Alright guys, welcome to the table. We are about to flay these fish and get them ready to be fried. See if I can angle it better. There we go. So, a lot of you who never flayed a fish before, I'm going to show you how with these bluegills. So let's start with this one right here. First thing you're going to need to do is get a scaler. So what I'm going to do is just scale all this off. The scale's in this direction and you're scraping them all off. Looks like this one still had a little bit of nerves on him. So flip it over. Same thing on the other side. And I'm only going to show you how to flay fish on one side so that I can make this as quick and easy as I can. You only need to see me do one side. So why you're supposed to be dead. So we start back behind the gill right there. I don't know if you can see that so well, but you can get the idea. And then we run against the spine right there. Pop the knife right through, all the way to the tail. And then we just flay along there. If you can hear the ribs, that's what you want, but you don't want to cut the ribs and then you get ribs in your meat. So what we do is we pull back over the ribs so that we don't cut the skin. And then just gently Fillet to the belly, like so. And that is how you fillet a fish. I'm gonna do the rest of them. I'm gonna do the rest of the fillets right there. And we'll catch you back when we're ready to fry. Alright guys, and welcome to the kitchen. And we are gonna be frying up some bluegills. Right there. So first thing we're gonna need to do is season up our fish. So we're going to start off with some salt. Follow that up with some pepper. I'm just kidding. And then we're going to touch it up with some Greek all-purpose seasoning. I still don't know entirely what this stuff is. I don't care. It tastes amazing. So that is why I'm going to use it. We're not going to deep fry this fish. We're not going to do all that. Ooh, that's a little too much. That's okay. We're not going to do all that deep frying stuff. We're just going to keep this basic and simple. Because, I don't know, you just don't always need to deep fry fish. It's good, but you don't always need to. Alright, we got our fish seasoned. Ooh, looks good. And then let's crank up the stove. One thing, you're going to need a stove, and we're going to put some butter. No olive oil, no vegetable oil. Ooh. And then we let that melt a little bit, and we should be good to put the fish in. We'll put in the fish, and then we just wait for it to make that sound. That just sounds so amazing. Okay, the time has come. We are ready to fish drop. Ooh. I had to turn it down low. And it's so hard to do this with one hand. Look at it, it's already starting to shrink and curl. That's what you want. That means it's going to cook real nicely. There we go. And now, we just let the magic happen. Yeah, that's already starting to look good. Look at that, we're getting nice golden crispy brown. Just the way we want it. Dang. And this is what Chef Wiley has prepared for me today. Fish and chips. Bluegill fish and chips to be exact. Looks and smells amazing. I'm actually pretty excited. Alright guys, here is our bluegill and chips right there. Alright, I forgot to grab a fork. We're going to use a small one for such a small fish. So anyway, let's dig in. There we go. First piece of bluegill right there. See how it is. Oh yeah, that is delicious. Oh. If you've not yet had bluegill, make sure you eat bluegill. It is amazing. It's free. They're so easy to catch. They're so easy to clean. They're so easy to cook. This will never steer you wrong. It's amazing. I highly recommend it. And actually, let's try a bluegill on a kettle cooked potato chip. Right there. Oh, that is good. Oh, crunchy, juicy, flavorful. Oh yeah. Oh, that is good. All right. Well, that's a perfect way to end the video. I'm going to enjoy my lunch today. And for that, I really hope you enjoyed my very first catch and cook video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop a comment, and we will see you on the next one. See ya!